You're watching Autour du Monde, and this is Egypt. If you like our content, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. In this first episode of Autour du Monde in Egypt, you will discover the center of that crazy city of Cairo. We will visit the Museum of Kulthum and discover the marvelous architecture of the old downtown. After a stay in Tunisia, we flew to Cairo. Fascinating country, Egypt is a leading tourist destination with its 1,000-year-old history. During this stay, we will visit in particular the capital, Cairo, and the region of Alexandria.
Cairo's airport, which is one of the busiest in Africa, is located in Heliopolis, a suburb of the Egyptian capital. Be vigilant and negotiate your way to the city downtown. It is recommended that you take a cab outside the terminal. The 22-kilometer drive is an excellent introduction to Egyptian life. It will take at least 30 minutes to reach your hotel if traffic is not too heavy. Don't be too afraid of your driver's driving, as Egyptian road chaos is notorious. 6 cars wide for 3 lanes of traffic, endless traffic jams is normal on Egyptian roads. The use of the horn, although now legislated, is a trademark of the country. This route allows one to soak in the life of Egyptians and fall under the charms of the city. Pay attention, you will pass many mosques and churches along the way.
During this trip, we choose to stay once again at the Ramses Hilton. The advantage of this hotel is that it is located in the heart of the city center, not far from the ancient Egyptian Museum and Tahrir Square. The hotel has a swimming pool and a terrace with a beautiful view on the Nile. In the distance, you can see the Cairo Tower. Completed in 1961, the 187-meter high tower marks the landscape.
Welcome to Cairo, a city with exceptional architecture that is worth visiting by foot. Our stroll begins in front of the old museum that houses the treasures of Tutankhamun since their discovery. A new museum at the foot of the pyramids will replace it later this year. We are a few steps away from Tahrir Square, which many of you have certainly seen on TV during the Arab Spring. It is in fact the center of the city. The Sadat station is also the connecting point of lines 1 and 2 of the Cairo subway. For those who are used to traveling, the subway is undoubtedly one of the most efficient ways to get around the city and costs almost nothing. If you know your way around, it is more efficient means of transportation than the cab.
3 things shape Egyptian life: religion, football, and Kulthum. Nicknamed Set, the lady, Kulthum was the greatest singer in the Arab world. When we go to Cairo, we sometimes pass by Al Manial and visit her museum on the island of Rhoda. Also called the Eastern Star, the Egyptians worship the singer who died in 1975. Nearly 50 years after her death, she is still revered and listened. One could even say that who does not know Kulthum does not know Egypt. She was so popular that at her funeral, nearly 4 million Egyptians took part in the funeral procession. As the daughter of an imam, Kulthum began her career disguised as a man because women were not allowed to sing. A true ambassador of Egypt, she gave 2 memorable concerts at the Olympia in Paris in 1967. Among her most famous songs, Enta Amri, whose lyrics you can hear, Alf Layla wa Layla, Al Atlal, Sirat El Hob, Hamal Hayati.
After our visit of the Museum of Kulthum, we take the opportunity to walk in the district. The inhabitants of Cairo love ballads along the Nile. This peaceful river contrasts with the chaos of the city. We then return to the city center by subway.
With a population of just over 10 million people, Cairo would be the 6th largest city in the world. In reality, it is believed that the city would have a population of nearly 25 million inhabitants. Nearly 1 in 4 Egyptians live there. Its Arabic name, Al-Qahira, means the victorious one. It was the Fatimid who founded the current urban core and renamed the ancient city of Fusta, Cairo. The city center is full of historical buildings, including the Café Riche. Cairo became the capital of modern Egypt in 1922 and owes its current appearance to British rule. Most of the buildings in the city center date from the late 19th century and the early 20th century. The Belle Époque architecture is the most striking feature of Cairo's streets. The buildings are magnificent and bear witness to a period when the city was cosmopolitan. Unfortunately, tourists rarely venture here. However, it is here that you will find the soul of this 1,000-year-old city. There are ancient synagogue, mosque, and churches.
Once in the neighborhood, we can stop at the Coptic Cathedral of St. Mark of Azbakiyya. It was the seat of the Coptic Pope from 1800 to 1971. Copts make about 10% of the Egyptian population. Cairo has a large number of mosques, including Al-Fath. Its minaret is the 3rd highest in the world. Egyptians are very curious and welcoming, but everything is negotiable, even the cab ride. As you can see, the activity never stops in Cairo. In fact, it is called the city that never sleeps. Day and night, from your hotel room, you may hear sound of horns and the call of prayer.
We hope you liked this first episode of Autour du Monde in Egypt. We'll leave you on some image of our next episode.